-2, -3, -4.
Good evening, buenas noches, and welcome to YouTube United, Saturday, 11 p.m. Eastern Time. What up, Chris? What up, EP?
What up?
EP?
How's it going?
What's going on?
It's another lovely evening.
It's
the calm before the storm.
Well, the calm before the storm. All right, let me see. Rachel is in the house. Katrina, what's going on? Blue Manchisa, what's up? Journey with Maria, how are you? ¿Cómo estás? Now, welcome everyone. The calm before the storm. Yes, we're still waiting for the storm. Hasn't decided yet what to do.
It hit here today.
Yeah, it's moving. It's moving 9 miles per hour. It's still chilling in the Bahamas.
Hey, Rachel.
Oh, it's not chilling. It's just destroying Bahamas. What up, Mar? How are you?
Hey,
Thanks
Katrina.
By the way, Mar, I love your pictures. I saw them. They're pretty cool. Sue Cargo, what's going on?
Do you see my tan marks?
So, yeah, we're gonna talk about a little
What
bit
up,
about
Sue Cargo?
We're gonna talk a little bit about the storm, but in reality, we're just gonna talk about everything. We're gonna talk about BP dinners and Disney stuff, and Chris. We have a talk about what he did today as well. So it's gonna be fun. Thanks for being here. Make sure you subscribe to my friends, Adi Family Adventures and PP Adventures with BP, and make sure you hit that like and thumbs up, all that good stuff. So let me start with Chris.
Yes.
Where you go today, man?
I went to Kings Island in Mason, Ohio. We went to Kings Island.
How did he go?
Oh, it went really well. I got Margie on the new roller coaster, the one that she said she would never ride.
Was she scared?
She closed her eyes the whole entire time and said she'll never ride it again.
Hey, that's what I do.
So when you guys were live, because I've never seen that park, and so it was cool for you sharing that, and I appreciate that, taking us around, and especially going up into the Eiffel Tower. That was cool. And when I heard her say that she closed her eyes on that, my first thought process is, isn't it more scary when you close your eyes?
That's what I would figure. But see, when they put Orion in, it became the fastest and the tallest roller coaster. So the next one down, which was a hyper coaster, is called Diamondback, and she hated that one. And when we got in line for Orion, and I seen what the seat looked like, and it looked exactly like the one that's on Diamondback, I'm like, she ain't gonna like this at all. So,
did she like that or no?
No, she said she'll never ride it again.
So what is the seat like? Like, so what does it?
So hold on. What's the name of the ride? What's the name of the ride? I'm sorry.
Orion.
What?
Orion at Kings Island.
Orion. Okay. Orion.
ORION.
So basically it's just a regular seat in, right? Mm-hmm. And then it has this great big thing that comes down onto your lap. And it's like almost like a wedge, and then it's got handles right here.
Orion King Island, right?
So it's probably he's going to pull it up and show us, but it probably is this almost the same exact seat as Mako.
It probably is, yeah.
Because Mako, you sit down in a seat, and then you have like this wedge that comes right into your lap. And when I went on that, I love that ride first off, but when I first went on it, they had to I pulled and they pushed to get that little click, you know? And I was in there. I was like, man, I'm not going anywhere. I feel good. We went on that first hill, we went down.
Yeah. And then it tightened more.
Yeah.
Yep.
But then when we hit the next hill.
Is it this one, Chris?
Yep.
I'm still going up, but the train starts going down. I got so much airtime. I thought the thing was gonna flip open. I was like, whoa.
So how is so it's just bars? It doesn't have anything on your shoulders?
Nope.
Just the bar.
This is the 300-foot drop.
Yeah, that's a big drop, bro.
Look at that.
Oh my God. You go straight down, bro. Look at that.
Yeah.
That looks awesome.
And then you go up and you go on your side.
Oh God. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and what's funny is most of those you can't ever see any of the roller coasters from the front. The only one you can see is in Vertigo, and it's because it's right up by the front if you look around. Cool.
Okay.
But this one, you can see that 300 foot. Well, it's actually 289. They just made the 300 foot because they took the natural slope of a hill and made it 300 foot. But yeah, you can see it from almost anywhere in the park. So, and I got her on the Beast, and the Beast, I've rode this ride every time I went. I've rode that ride ever since I was tall enough to ride it. Greatest wooden roller coaster ever created. And today it felt different. When we were going into the curves, it felt like you could feel your cart slide.
Really?
And I think what it is, it was because there wasn't the weight that it normally carries. It felt faster too.
Because of less people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of less people, please, Chris, let us know, how is the park following the rules and all that good stuff?
It's nowhere near what Disney or Universal is.
No.
I noticed people, I don't know how many people had it below their nose, how many people had the mask on their chin. They have not done anything about the walking and eating. I think you probably were watching VP when we were waiting to get on the elevator to go up the Eiffel Tower. The guy asked people to put their mask on, and a little 8-year-old girl says, "No, I don't have to have my mask on as long as I'm eating or drinking anything." An 8-year-old girl said that, and her mother did nothing.
When there was another time where you were walking, and a group of people passed you on your left side, and I swore, I'd have to go back and look at the replay, but I swore it looked like the guy wasn't eating or drinking. It didn't even look like he was wearing a mask at all.
Well, I'll tell you what. There was a family that we passed several times. I don't know, Mar. They redid it. So at one point it was very smooth, but it was a little rough today, and I think it was because the weight wasn't there. But I've seen them several times, and not once did I ever see them. They had their mask either hanging off the ear, they had it down on their chin. Same family. And Heaven and her friend went off on their way and said they knew what family he was talking about because they seen him every single time. And then you know how you got the 6-foot area?
Oh,
yeah. So these people believe they are allowed to stand in the whole 6 foot. That's their area. And it's just amazing. And it does that one guy at the elevator was the first person that I seen say anything to a guest. I actually seen a guest walking up with it on their chin, and one of the employees walking right next to her talking to her.
Wow. So it was a mess then.
Oh, it was. I'm not saying I felt like I was in any problems. I mean, I didn't go anywhere near him. And then whenever I would get a drink, I'd walk around with the drink with the mask on. And if I took a drink, I stepped over the side, took the mask off, took a drink, put the mask back on, and then continued on.
Did anyone see you strange doing that?
Nobody.
Apparently, nobody was doing it.
No. I mean, I think the problem up here is we have a bunch of rednecks. So
I mean, you know, I'm just speechless nowadays at some of the stuff that I read and see, and you know, half of it doesn't have to do with the theme park,
right?
You know,
right.
I have family members that are like way off in La La Land on some of this stuff, and I'm just like, come on.
What did Margie think? She was amazed. She couldn't believe it. But she did find us some amazing masks. The masks we were wearing were made out of cotton, and they didn't have the elastic. They just had a regular loop that went, and it was so much more comfortable, and it felt like you could breathe even better in that mask.
Yeah. Chris, you got another question here.
Yeah.
Did you do the drop?
You did the drop.
No, we didn't make it over there. We went to ride the Beast because I always want to ride the Beast. And I'm trying to think, what else did we do? We did something else. Oh, we went over and we did Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown, which is a log flume ride. I think I showed it on there. It's
the big one or the little one?
There's only one over there.
So that was the big one that creates that little tidal wave thing.
Yeah, where you come. No, not Congo Falls. No.
Okay, so then you did show the smaller one. Okay.
Yeah. So that's been there forever. They've changed the name of that one. That one at one time was the Thornberries when they had Nickelodeon there. Before it used to just be like a timber thing, and then next to it they actually had a bigger one that went way back in the woods. And then came to a bigger drop, but they tore that out and they put in I'm trying to think, Whitewater Canyon, which is like Cali River Rapids.
Okay.
But and I tried to talk. I think I actually text VP about that. I was trying to get Margie on that. I tried to get her on Congo Falls. I did finally get her on that. She's like, I don't want to be wet. And by the time we left the park, because it started pouring, we were wet anyway. So,
well, might as well get wet.
Best friends now. Best friends.
Yeah, I mean, it just felt good to be in a park. You know what I mean? Back in a park, whether it was Disney. You know, we can't get Disney, so it's the next best thing.
Hey, Mar was asking how hot was in there in Ohio. Was
you know what? It was only like 81 degrees.
Oh,
it wasn't that bad.
No, it actually felt really good.
Today it felt like 100 degrees, bro.
I think Bloom and Cheese said it was 96, but felt like 106. You know that if I don't turn my AC on during the day, it'll be hotter than that inside my house.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I mean, I finally got comfortable. Not even comfortable because I hate it at 78, but I try to keep it at 78 now because I'm tired of paying a $220 AC bill.
Right.
Yeah, I keep it on 75.
Right, but also you got to think. During the day being 81 and then having that overcast makes it feel really cool. So, but no, the place has been open since 72 and my family's gone there almost every single year, at least once. And cool. I told Margie, I said, look, we have annual passes. We can come back and ride anything, anytime. So I said, now we know how Gonzo and VP and everybody feels when they go to Disney World.
Katrina, are you here in Florida? I'm not sure. Sorry, maybe you told me before, but are you in Florida, Katrina? Let me know. Yeah, man. So it's getting hot. Here was hot.
Yeah.
And like the topic said, we've been waiting for the storm to come. If it's coming and it's playing around. I don't know what he's doing, bro. I mean, it's in the Bahamas for sure, but now it's slowed down like 9 miles per hour. It was like a 20 mile. Now it's 9 miles per hour.
Did they upgrade it to a hurricane?
Wind 70. I don't think they haven't upgraded yet.
It's probably going to get upgraded overnight as it builds back up.
Yeah.
So
apparently, according to my weather thing, it's going to start raining in the morning. The whole day. And we talk about 90%. So it's going to rain up to about 9 p.m. So we're going to have 12 hours of rain.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's the rain it for some areas. Like we have some areas here in Central Florida that they do not have good drainage in their neighborhood.
Oh, wow.
And so there's plenty of times where it doesn't have to be a tropical storm. It can just be a really bad thunderstorm.
Right.
And they'll flood. And so fortunately I live in a good area. My parents live in a good area where we don't have to deal with flooding, but there's a bunch of places. And then the other part that starts sucking, we shouldn't have too bad of a problem now because we've been getting rain pretty much regularly every day.
Right.
But when we don't get rain for a while and the water table drops underneath us, everything above that is all sandstone and limestone and sand. Right. And so sinkholes form.
Right.
Yeah. When the top gets heavy, we shouldn't have to deal with that right now because, like I said, we've been getting a lot of rain lately. Mm-hmm. But
have they figured out what that blue hole is off the coast of Florida?
What blue hole?
You guys are looking at me like, what are you talking about?
Yes, we know, but we don't.
You're the news guy.
So there is a blue hole off the Gulf Coast of Florida, right? And they think it's a sinkhole underneath the water, but so far they have found fish that they thought were extinct inside this thing.
Okay.
So I guess scientists are trying to study it. So, but I guess when you look over the water, it looks like a great big blue dot on top when you look down on the water.
Interesting.
Yeah. Gonzo's looking for it. He's like, what?
That's what I'm doing right now. Because I'm like, what? That's interesting.
Oh, yeah. How come I didn't know that? Chris, you got to share the stories, bro.
I do. You got to watch.
So it sounds like it was a sinkhole. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of them out there, you know.
Yeah. Because
unfortunately, that's what Central Florida, you know, not just Central Florida, Florida's limestone and sand.
Right.
And the water helps keep our water table underneath that, our fresh water source helps keep that supported. And when it gets hot and there's not a lot of rain, it has nothing to support it, just falls.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. What's up, Mike? What's going on? Don't Wave Dad is on vacation. I think he came back today, I think, or yesterday.
Oh, is that why I wonder why I hadn't seen him live stream for a while.
Yeah, I was doing his trip thing. So yeah, man. So we're waiting. We get rain and all that good stuff. I already have my sandbags because if it rains here a lot, maybe it gets a little bit nasty. So
hold on, click on Bloom and Cheese's comment real quick.
Which one?
The last one.
The no rain?
Yeah. That's got to be like a record.
For Seattle, the expect next rain is next Saturday. So it hasn't rained the whole man.
Yeah. Seattle is it's like Great Britain.
Right? Bro, Portland, the whole Northwest, it rains all the time.
Oh my God. Hey Lynn, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
They have one of the highest suicide rates due to depression and stuff because of the lack of sun and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Sounds like Alaska.
How's it going, Lynn Project?
Great.
Alaska.
Yeah.
Bro, Alaska is so bad that they have to have drive villages.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Well, there's times where they have 24 hours of daylight, and then there's times where they have 24 hours of night. It's like you wake up in the morning, you're like, is it time to get up or?
Yeah.
But you know what they have really good over there?
What's that?
What was that?
They have really good drapes.
I bet they do. I know when my wife worked on third shift, she used to take a poster board and black out the windows.
Yeah.
I stayed there to visit my grandparents for a month when I was little.
Right.
And yeah, that was weird. Like, because I was there when it was daylight. And so at nighttime it would get like dusk.
Right.
And so you don't know if the sun's going down or coming up because it stays at that one level until it becomes bright again, you know?
Yeah. I think I'd rather go up there when it's 24 hours light so I can see the bears coming at me.
Jeez. You know, it's funny now that I see here that hold on. Ken, what do you send me here? Ken is sending me a picture of his new computer. No, it looks good though. He's watching us from his new computer. Good. So make sure you can use a computer, the iPad, the TV, and all that good stuff, right? Oh, I love being a Floridian. I'm gonna tell you why. Hurricane warnings, all that stuff. Half of us are in the beach. The other half is in hanging around. The 5% that are worrying, they're putting boards around. It's crazy.
I'll tell you this.
It's crazy.
Well, I'll tell you this. I didn't even know a storm had formed in the Caribbean and was even projected to come this way at all. Dude, until like 2 days ago.
BP was coming through the middle. The first thing it was. I said, "Oh man, brand new house. Here it comes." We gotta get ball types. Oh my god.
So normally when the first projections show it coming right through like this,
yeah, it doesn't.
9 times out of 10, it bounces off of our coast.
Yeah, I mean, but if you remember, probably Chris remembers that. Probably no, I don't think. Was I was talking? No, I wasn't working. Not yet. Is that last year? Almost August 19th was opening day for Star Wars Galaxy.
Yeah,
right? 1980, something like that.
I was actually there. I think I was there on the 8th.
Okay, so a little later was that big hurricane, which I remember that the dad was here and had to drive home because there was no flight.
Right. That's why I told him he should have live streamed all the way home.
And that thing was a monster, if you guys remember. And what the thing did is the Bahamas stopped that thing and it went up. And thank God we didn't get it.
That's facts, Mar.
Yeah.
And this is like the same thing. It's just
Lindorian.
See, up here we get the tornadoes.
Yeah. But that's a problem. That's a problem with hurricanes. People say, "Oh, it's a hurricane," But here, at least here in Florida, when we get hurricanes, usually you get tornadoes with them.
Oh no,
it's a problem.
The tornadoes are like little fingers inside the hurricane,
right?
And especially in Central Florida, when a regular storm, sometimes you get hey Jeffrey, what's going on? Sometimes you get tornadoes. That's the problem.
Oh yeah,
because you know where the hurricane's coming, but inside the hurricane, sometimes it depends how big it is. Sometimes you get tornadoes.
Right.
Yeah, right. I remember I think it was about 15 years ago, because I think my daughter was 1 at the time, and we were going through a hurricane, and I remember taking a chair and sitting on my little porch right outside my front door, because the wind was going sideways. It was going parallel to my house, so I could sit on my porch while I literally had like 105 mile an hour winds just whipping 5 feet away from me. And then talking about tornadoes, I heard that famous freight train sound. Yeah. And I was like, oh no. Hurried up, got everyone. We went into the closet. We stayed in there for a little while. And my wife was like, what? I'm like, no, there's something really loud out there that sounds like a train. So we're gonna go in here. And then the next morning, sure enough, it was confirmed that like a block over, tornado had touched down, and we're always curious, so we go out and drive when they tell you you're not supposed to.
Right.
see all the traffic lights on the ground, and there was a ton of damage that time.
Well, like you said for hurricane, you said hurricanes come at people's at the beach. So here we have a tornado warning and a tornado watch. A warning means the conditions are for a tornado. A watch means one is touched down.
Yeah.
So my dad calls down to me. We have a basement. It's just a storage basement. Mom and dad, they have a furnished basement, right?
Yeah.
He's like, come down here. You'll be comfortable, everything like that. We get down there. Dad says, I'm going to go over and get the neighbors, because he knew the neighbors didn't have a basement. Brought them over. So they're in the basement. Me, Margie, the girls are in the basement. I'm like, where is Dad? Oh, wow. I run back upstairs. There he is, hanging onto the door with the camera. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, if it comes close, I want to get at least a video.
Wow. That's crazy, isn't it?
That is Indiana redneck.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
Gary,
crazy.
I don't know if I could deal with that feet of snow overnight stuff. I love cold. I don't know about driving and none of that.
Yeah, guys, make sure you subscribe to Addy Family Adventures and Adventure with BP, and hit a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and share the stream as well. Gary says, hi there. This is why I prefer no love or weather in Buffalo. Feed us snow overnight, man. Let me tell you, Buffalo, good city to live in, but the snow, my man, woo, that's crazy. I'm sorry, Chris, you were gonna say something.
We do get earthquakes here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we've had 4 since I've been alive. We live on a very small fault line. It's nothing close to what San Andreas is. And there's been a few times I didn't even notice them because we were playing sports.
What are you doing, BP?
I'm trying to show you something, but it freaking light doesn't let me. Continue. Sorry.
That's all right. I mean, like,
you could text me.
I think one time I was playing tennis with a buddy, so we didn't even notice it because we was running back and forth. And then another time I was sitting in the living room at my mom and dad's, and the chandeliers started swinging back and forth, and the dishes started rattling up in the hutch. And that's the only ones I can think of. But I know there's been at least 4, so they don't come very often, but we do get them.
Yeah. And Sukarga says regular snow is one thing, but the lake effect. Yeah, that's the other thing. And well, you guys know already probably, but I said that a million times, is that where you used to live in Buffalo, you used to live behind the lake. So I get the regular snow plus the lake effect, which it was crazy. And then you have to pile the snow, and all of a sudden you think it's clean, and when you come back and you look around, it's like whole snow again. But then again, and then funny thing, it was so cold that the only thing you could see was, well, back then, did I wear glasses back then? Yeah, I think so. So the only thing you can do is watch it with my glasses, because you have the hoodie, you have the thing, because it was so cold and the wind was killing you and all that stuff. And then when you're done, then the snow platter comes in and freaking puts everything on the sidewalk again. So yeah, I said that's it. I'm going down to Florida. Forget it. No way, Jose. No way.
Yeah, Lynn knows about lake effect. She used to live up there in Michigan.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, so speaking about lake effects and all this stuff, you heard what happened in Rhode Island the other day?
What happened in Rhode Island?
So the Treasury Department decided to do some corporate tax refunds and tax credit. They sent it out on July 27th, about 150 of them. And guess who signed the checks?
Who?
Mickey Mouse. The one where Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse. This was a technical glitch. It was done. Hold on. The official signature of Mickey Mouse and Walt Disney World took their place on corporate tax refunds, sales tax rebates, and tax credit refunds set on July 27th. Rhode Island State says it's a technical glitch for the deadline. Those who received the invalid checks have been promised replacement. Obviously, I will keep it just to frame it. That would be awesome.
Right.
But that's crazy, right?
Oh yeah.
That's fun fact there. That's
Did we talk about the rumor the other day about Bob Iger? I got a couple of things we can talk about. Well, one, there's rumors of Bob Iger getting fired.
Why?
I didn't read that far. But
okay.
But it was something about changing Disney, going in a different direction. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Okay, so all right. So this guy has done so much for Disney.
Well,
he's a smart man.
Yeah.
My personal opinion, this is me only. I think that since he's been in charge of all this, the parts gotten better ideas, better things come from that.
I agree with you. I hope it's just a rumor. So I think the man's a genius. I understand why when he did step down before he had to come back up, that he went to creative, because obviously the guy's very creative.
Feel better, Mike. I'm sorry, man. You have a good night.
And then the other thing I heard about, and we're moving into Star Wars.
Yeah.
Did you know there were 3 different cuts to Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah.
Yes. And the Lucas cut did better with test fans than what the other 2 cuts did.
Of course.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
And it was Kathleen Kennedy who made the decision to use the Kathleen Kennedy in the J.J. Abrams cut. But maybe they'll release the Lucas cut.
I hope so.
Because Hayden Christensen is in the Lucas cut.
It is.
And they think the reason why Kathleen Kennedy didn't want the Lucas cut is because the Veil of the Force is actually mentioned in it. So
that lady has to go. Sorry.
Bring up John Favreau. We want John Favreau.
Yeah.
Or bring Lucas back. I don't care. He can be the president.
Lynn, which book are you listening to?
Is
Bob Iger?
Bob Iger's?
Yeah, I have it. That book is awesome.
Yeah.
I'm still haven't finished it. BP, what do you think of Bob Iger? What do you think of that? The news?
I think that there has to be a fall guy, and I think that they're trying to make it him.
Yeah.
But I think that obviously, because it's the person that just like in every company, anything that happens under you is your fault, right? Whether you had direct decision making in that or not. Do I agree with that thought process? No, I don't agree with that thought process at all. I mean, sometimes that person is just inept and they need to be dealt with, not me. I mean, unless I was the one personally responsible every day for what that person did and had to sign off on it.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. But if that person, like if she went and made that decision to do that and never consulted him or anything, that's not his problem. I don't know what direction is Disney going to go. You're a entertainment company. You provide entertainment, right? You're not a theme park company. You're not a movie company. You're not a streaming company. You're an entertainment provider. You're a content provider. You're a content creator. So what direction can you go? Because that's what you are.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
To me, the thing is there's only one direction, and I don't think we want to talk about it on here. So,
well, I know what Mar was just commenting about.
That's the direction I'm worried about. So, and that's going to that PC style direction. Yeah, that's the one I'm worried about.
I won't comment.
Yeah, but the only thing.
I don't like PC so much. I bought a Mac. Right. Let's just put it that way.
That's what I get. I want to get a Mac.
Yeah. So Mar said I saw something on Google about redoing the final trilogy. One idea was having Luke use the Veil of the Force and be the time period of the Mandalorian. Okay, so I have heard something about this, and the whole idea is I've heard Lucas does want to do a trilogy, and he wants to do it his way. And the talk about it is using the Veil of the Force to make the sequel trilogy we got now an alternate timeline.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that they want to go back and redo the films as if those 3 films never even existed.
You know what? You wait long enough, Lucas is going to redo them anyway. He's done every single one of them. Redone every single one he's made before.
Yeah,
I don't think he's happy with the outcome whatsoever.
I don't think he is either, but he can't. He's not allowed to speak out about it. That's the thing.
I mean,
now to tell you the truth, I like The Force Awakens.
Yeah,
I did,
and I think we like it more because it was the first time that we see everybody together again.
Right. Well, you didn't even really see everybody together. You never seen Luke, Han, and Leia together again.
Well, that's true.
And from what I understand is Lucas Cut has that for The Rise of Skywalker.
Gotcha.
They're all Force ghosts, but they're all there
together.
Yes. Well, except for Han is obviously a projection coming from Leia. And of course, it's Leia projecting herself to her son, and that's what ends up killing her, from what I understand. But the part they were talking about for the Lucas cut was that, when Rey thinks she's killed Chewbacca, she starts to feel herself being pulled to the dark side, and that's when Hayden Christensen appears as Anakin to talk to her about the decisions they're made and everything like that.
That would have been a cool part.
Yeah,
of course. Of course.
Yeah.
And that was the Lucas cut. Here's the thing. All right. There's a Lucas cut. There's a J.J. Abrams and Kathleen Kennedy cut. And there's a Bob Iger cut. I would love to see Lucas and the Bob Iger cut. So
yeah, release them on. Hey, yeah.
Right.
Well, they're not going to DVDs anymore. Everything's going to be Disney Plus.
I was going to say, just release it on Disney Plus.
Right.
Like get more subscribers.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it could even be a limited run. They don't have to keep it on there.
Right. Well, from what I was watching, I guess, the movie Justice League.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so supposedly they started with one director and finished with another director. I think the first director's name was Snyder, and people kept saying there's a Snyder cut of the Justice League, and they kept denying. Well, guess what's coming out?
The Snyder
cut of Justice League. Yep. So that's probably what they're going to do with the Lucas cut. Is they're going to deny, and then the funny thing was Palpatine wasn't even the villain that was announced for the final one. It was somebody else, and then they changed it. So
you need Palpatine to be there. That was awesome. Now I do agree with Mark that I didn't like the storyline of Rey being a descendant of Palpatine.
And I truly don't believe it would have been that way. I think that was one of the things they had to change and able to make the second one make sense.
Yeah, because remember, the last one is to fix the mess in the second one.
Yeah. So I think she was supposed to actually. I think she was actually supposed to be a descendant of Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I could see that.
I always thought that Leia was her mom. Like in
my
the book,
favorite
twins. So sorry, go ahead.
No, you're fine. I was gonna say my favorite part of watching that movie was actually watching it in the theater,
right?
Because we went and watched it in a 4DX.
Right.
Nice.
My oldest, who's a diehard Star Wars fan, hated it, and I was like, "Why didn't you like it?" You know what his reasoning was?
What's that?
I felt like I was on a ride for 2.5 hours. Because imagine watching that movie with full motion seats, so like Shrek 4D,
right?
But amplify that for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
He didn't enjoy it. I loved it. They splashed water on you. You moved. They had strobe lights every time the blades clashed.
Yeah,
like it was, when the ships were flying in space, you were,
right.
I was at one point I was looking for a seatbelt.
You're crazy, Mark. Kelly, she had a bad headache today. She said, and she couldn't come. So she's probably tired. She's working a lot of hours too, as well. But yeah, man, it will be interesting to see if they put all this new stuff, like all different cuts.
Oh yeah,
awesome to see it. That would be
yeah,
great.
yeah. That's what I can't understand with the test audiences. Lucas cut was better than all of them, and then they don't take that. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. No,
it sounds like a power. That's definitely sounds like a power move, a power struggle.
Well, I think a lot of people said that Kathleen Kennedy, seeing the Veil of the Force, was in it and knew that they were trying to erase what she had created, and that's why she went with her cut. But I don't know. I even though the sequel trilogy isn't up to par with the original or even the prequels.
not even.
But
I still think it brought lots of great characters. I mean, I really do.
I enjoyed them. I mean,
yeah.
You say it doesn't hold up to the first three, but I mean, there's people that hated the first three. The only I'm probably one of the few people that just appreciated all 9 movies just for what they were.
Right.
And because I didn't hate it. I enjoyed watching the movies, found them entertaining. Now, I don't find that it has the last 3 have very good replay value, like to rewatch them,
I think The Force Awakens does. And I think it's the only one out of the 3 that does.
But I own all of them, so I'll watch them from time to time. I mean, on Disney Plus, we'll put it on. No big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I also think what it is a lot of people, they're always searching for answers.
Yeah.
And the thing is a lot of times you just gotta watch it for entertainment value.
Yeah. And I get that because like you know how people always say the movie's not as good as the book?
Yeah.
Well, I never really understood that because I'm not a book reader. I've never found enjoyment in reading a book. And one of my employees a couple years ago told me to try audiobooks.
Right.
Yeah. And so So he gave me an audiobook for Ready Player One.
Oh yeah.
And that book was amazing. I would come home, sit down in my dark living room, throw my headphones on, and I'd be gone for 3 hours at a time at least. I listened to the whole, I think it was 17-hour audiobook or something like that in 1 week.
Right.
And then I went and watched the movie. I left so angry. I was like, "What was that?"
Right.
Well, you garbage. I was like,
I love the movie.
I was like, well, no. I was like, this is garbage. And then my friend is like, well, yeah, it's nothing like the book. The book is so much better. And I was like, you know what? Because the whole time I didn't watch the movie for the movie. I watched every scene to compare it to the book.
Right.
Right. And then so I went back and watched it again.
Right.
And I loved it. I love that movie.
Right.
Especially because, you know, it has every little piece of the 80s that I grew up in. So I love that movie. And then it has all the technology of the future. And I'm all about technology. So I love the movie for itself, but the book is so much better.
Yeah. That movie has so many Easter eggs.
Yeah.
So many. But what's funny was what she said about the book being better. And this is no offense at all. But I've watched Joe Rogan talk about this. And he says those people that say that, they're liars. He says, because the people that say they read the books for like Game of Thrones, oh, it's so much better. He goes, no, I'm watching it on my TV. I see naked women. What do you got that in your mind? He goes, no, it's better to watch it.
I could see him saying that. I could see him saying that.
I can say naked women. It's YouTubers, you know.
That's crazy.
Oh yeah,
guys! Again, make sure you subscribe to Howdy Family Adventures, and I mentioned with BP. Sorry, I was eating guys.
That's all right. Do we have anything YouTube related? I mean, we are YouTubers United. Is there anything YouTube related we could talk about? Well, did we talked about TikTok, didn't we? Or was that backstage? Did we talk?
I think that was backstage. TikTok is going suspended, right?
It's
banned.
Our president is going to ban it, but I don't think it's going to be banned very long because I think we've all heard that Microsoft is trying to buy TikTok.
Yeah.
So once Microsoft buys it and takes it over, obviously it'll be back.
Yeah.
And probably better.
And probably better.
They'll be like, "Hey, Bill, what can you do with this?" He's like,
well, What's funny is that TikTok was a different app.
Right.
It was Musically.
Yeah, it was Musically, yeah.
Well, wasn't it before that? Wasn't it something else before that?
Well, I don't know, but Musically was already a real popular app. Right. And then they reskinned it, gave it a different name, and then it blew up to what it is now. And it's just like, I'm sorry. I personally don't understand that.
Right. I think it was called something else before Musically, if I'm right. But I cannot think of what it is right off the top of my head. But yeah. So I mean, you know what? You get a minute. Is that all you get? The longest you can get on there?
I don't know. I literally know nothing other than it. It's almost like every other clip, because sometimes it'll pop up on like Instagram stuff or sometimes even on Facebook if I'm flipping through videos, and people will post other TikTok stuff there.
Right.
All I see when it pops up is, I don't know if they're teenagers or young 20s, or older teenagers, but all I see is hypersexualized.
Right. Well, that's
stuff, and it's just like,
really? I've actually heard Lynn. I think I heard her talking about that with Jeff on Creator Talk one night about that, and she said that's what kind of upset her about it. And I think if Microsoft takes it over, they're probably going to put some restraint on that kind of stuff. So,
yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny though. Go walking through Dizney and you'll see people making TikToks.
Oh yeah,
it's hilarious.
Like I said,
It's a thing now, bro. It's a thing now. Everybody's doing that
because they literally look ridiculous when they're doing it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, people probably think we look ridiculous as we walk around with our cameras in our face. But
oh yeah. I think on my personal Instagram, I have me taking a picture in front of the purple wall, and it's kind of me making fun of people who take those kind of pictures for Instagram in front of the purple wall. So there's one of me where I told Heaven, I said, catch me when I'm in the air, and I jump up. But yeah, I think that's on my personal Instagram. That's not on my Addy Family Adventure Instagram.
This is crazy. I was watching something here that they say a kid makes about 7 billion views a month on YouTube. So as a kid has a channel and sees 7 billion views in a month. Is it? I don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, that's crazy, Lynn.
No, it says that the London-based company, I guess it's a base, has acquired 2 of the most popular kids brand on YouTube. Coco Melon, an animated show that is most viewed channel on the entire site, and Bleepy, a program hosted by entertainer Steven John. This is crazy. You know how many views?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Right, Lynn, you are correct. They do target their audience, and we won't talk about what mine is. It's nothing pornographic. It goes into the political world, but mine would probably look like Jeff's. If Jeff had TikTok.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, Chris, what else do you have there, man?
What else do I have?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've got the news pulled up, actually. Let me look through.
Chris, I'm your
While he's looking that up, eating at Le Cellier for the first time the other day was nice.
What's up, Two Real Geeks? What's going on? Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. Make sure you go ahead and go to Two Reals Geeks. You have a live stream now, 12, right, buddy? I think you guys have a live stream now. So go ahead and make sure after you finish here, go over there to his channel. So how was dinner?
There we go.
Was it good?
It was great. I had it was our first time being there, just my wife and I ended up having the filet. Ended up giving half of my risotto to my wife because she absolutely loved it. It was great. She had the New York strip, and that was fantastic. The chimichurri they give you, I don't know, it's like a decoration because that steak definitely doesn't need chimichurri.
Yeah.
But it was nice. It's a small restaurant.
Yeah.
There's not well, now, especially with social distancing, there's not a lot of people in there. But
Lynn, you want?
We went to Le Cellier at the Canada Pavilion and Epcot.
Le Cellier.
It was nice because we ended up.
Okay.
You know, they have Epcot. Disney knows how to take all of my money when it comes to festivals. Because if you walk around, and I think I've mentioned this before on some other streams, but you spend $5 to $8 a pop, right? Going around and buying a little piece of food, right?
Right.
I think the very first time my wife and I went to Food and Wine, I think we spent like $250 between the two of us.
Yeah.
Eating around the world, and there was no alcoholic drinks. That was just regular drinks and food. And so when her and I were planning on going to have a date night at Epcot, I was like, oh man, that's going to be expensive. Right. And then I was like, let me see if there's a reservation for Le Cellier. And there was one left. And so I snagged it. And so I surprised her with going there. So that was nice.
Nice. If you want to surprise me anytime, make sure you surprise me too. You can make the reservation as well. You surprise me too.
You know, $15 glass of ice wine. I love the ice wine there.
Well, actually, talking about other food, have you guys? Well, I know Chris hasn't been down here, or maybe you were when it was. I don't know if it was open. Let me just ask.
What?
Have you had Homecoming, Chef Art's Homecoming?
No, I haven't. No, I've heard of it. I don't know if it was open then. When did it open up?
Nope, neither.
I don't know, but I will tell you this: that's now my favorite place to eat at Disney Springs.
I think it was.
Really?
I think I've heard Kevin talk about it. So
my wife and I love the atmosphere. The food was good.
Yeah.
I bought probably the most expensive deviled eggs I've ever purchased.
Oh wow.
Let me ask a question.
Deviled eggs that would make the road.
How's the boathouse? I've never been there. Is it any good?
The boathouse. I've never had the boathouse. I've had paddlefish.
Chat. If any of you guys have been to the boathouse, let us know in the chat, please. But I think it's better. I think Walt said it was good. Was it Walt? I think so many people say it.
I've heard a few people say it's good. I've had STK. You know, we talk about places on Disney property, right? You have me blown out of the water. But when it comes to Disney Springs, I've eaten at like every restaurant there.
Right.
The
Edison
Boathouse is one of the few that I have.
The Edison is good. Yeah. I like it. Well, Lynn says that she loves the Boathouse, so if she loves it, she loves it.
Now, I think the only place we ate there is T-Rex.
That's a good place too.
Yeah.
I took my nephew there.
Yeah.
And it was all right.
It was good.
I mean, at STK, you think of a moderately expensive place to go eat.
Right.
I mean, during the happy hour that Lynn just talked about, they had a Wagyu burger.
Right.
It was burger and fries for $10.
Not bad.
Wow.
And the burger, the patty is like this thick. It's huge. Man.
Wow.
Jesus.
Oh, hey, while we're on food,
yes,
I want to jump back to today.
I think we're gonna leave. We're gonna stay with the food until we.
All right,
it's good. It's good.
So you guys have heard of Skyline Chili, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So they have 2 of them there at Kings Island, and our dining plan covered it.
What is it?
Skyline Chili.
Yeah. No, I know what it is.
Okay. So we go in, and I get 2 conies because I wasn't that hungry, and 2 cheese conies, and I'm sitting here watching them make it. And if you're paying for it, it's double the cost of what it would be to leave and go to, Skyline Chili outside.
Okay.
So we sit down, I look at this, and I look at my wife. I said, "You pay double for less quality of food." It was,
boy.
And when you go to Skyline, you get these like shoestring French fries.
Okay.
We got these great big crinkle cut French fries. It was nowhere near like eating at Skyline. It was so weird, and they charge you double that they would if you went to a regular Skyline.
Well, that's that. It's called theme park tax.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
But so I'm not. Have you ever had Skyline Chili, Gonzo?
No.
So we went up to Ohio. I don't know, 7 years ago, I guess.
Right.
Okay.
And we heard from a bunch of people, "Oh, you got to try the Skyline Chili. Got to try the Skyline Chili." So we went to Skyline Chili, and I love chili dogs.
Right.
We went there, and I was like,
"This ain't chili dog."
Oh no, it's a chili dog.
Yeah.
And they pile on the cheese.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I don't remember seeing the bun or the hot dog or the chili because there was so much cheese on it.
Right.
Wow. Really?
I'm fine with that.
Wow.
It's definitely an Ohio thing,
right,
for Skyline Chili because in Oregon there's a company that it's called Stag Chili.
Right.
That's a good chili.
Okay, so that chili that they're using. Okay, so there's 2 places here. There's Gold Star Chili and there's Skyline Chili.
Okay.
They used to be together and they broke apart. But basically it's almost the same restaurant, just So the chili is nothing like what you would think chili is. That's on that.
Yeah.
The chili has, I think it has cocoa powder and cinnamon in it.
Yeah. What's up, Blue?
So when you get, it's only that big. The hot dog.
Yeah,
it's bun. And if you get it with everything, they put mustard on it. Then they put the chili on it. Yeah. Then they put onions on it, and then they just throw shredded cheese on top of it. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Now I'm hungry. Awesome. Now I'm hungry.
Now I will tell you this. One thing that I love that I'll never forget and thank Ohio for is United Dairy Farmers.
United Dairy Farmers. Yeah.
You're familiar with that?
Oh, yeah.
So down here, I didn't know what that was. And then they were like, oh, yeah, you got to go to UDF. And so Gonzo,
yes, sir.
It's a gas station.
Yes, sir.
With a convenience store that has an ice cream parlor attached to it.
Yeah. Nice.
And that ice cream is fantastic. I actually found it by accident here at the Fresh Market.
Uh-huh.
And their cookies and cream ice cream is literally award-winning cookies and cream ice cream. Their ice cream, it's creamy and has like their mint chocolate chip has a ton of chocolate in it.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I brought it Friday, DP. Weren't we talking about it? Is it over on the boardwalk? We was talking about the ice cream which comes with its own ice cream bucket, and they've got the Mickey waffles.
Yeah.
And with ice cream now. That looked really good. Is that Beaches and Cream? Is that
it's probably Beaches and Cream because at the boardwalk that one closed down, right?
No, it's the one in Boardwalk.
Is there one at Boardwalk?
Yeah.
You know what? I've never been to Boardwalk.
I've only walked there once. I've never.
Yeah, it's I saw the pictures. It's like the waffles with a Mickey and they have the Mickey Mouse plate. And all
yeah,
it was.
Oh, it was on a plate.
Yeah, the Mickey Mouse plate thing.
Oh, I thought you said a plate. I got you. Plate thing. I got you.
And then we said the Boardwalk. That's what we were saying. So yes, just but yeah, look good, man. Good. You know what? Next week we should do food things. What do you guys think?
Food things.
Like Disney food and talk about food and all that stuff.
That sounds great.
Yeah, we do it.
You know what I want? I want a chili dog, and then I want to eat the kitchen sink. But I know I can't because my daughter won't let me. I need to keep on this losing weight train.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's why you invite like a lot of friends to eat the kitchen sink with you.
Yeah.
So that it's not that bad.
Dude, we had 6 people. If you go back and watch the video, because we did a video of it on my channel.
Right.
If you go back and watch that video for my daughter's 16th birthday, the 6 we finished it, but wow, like everybody had to eat their fair share of ice cream. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like the whole presentation that they do there. It's cool.
Oh yeah. I've seen it on videos. It looks awesome.
It is that time. It's that
time. It's that time.
But before we go, PP, what you got going on your channel?
I just uploaded a video at 1:00 this morning. Yep. So it's been up for almost 24 hours. Where my wife and it's my wife and I on camera. So that's a first for us doing a pin unboxing or opening.
But it's not the same as you and Gonzo, but just saying.
If you haven't seen it yet and you want to laugh before you go to sleep, go watch it right now. There's some laugh tracks that I added in there that when my wife was watching the video back, she goes, "Did you take this part out?" And I didn't answer her. And she's like, "If you didn't take this part out, you're going to be in trouble." And I was just like, "You're going to have to wait and watch." And then when she saw that I added a laugh track to that part she didn't want in there, she was like, "Oh, you're dead." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I was like, "That's golden content. That is amazing." I was like, "You're laughing even though you're telling me I'm dead meat. That means it's great content." But editing some more videos this week. I don't know what order they're going to come out in, but I have park videos from Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. So just be on the lookout for new content over the next several weeks because it'll be rolling out.
Right. Awesome.
Nice. So, guys, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to Adventures with BP and Chris from Addy Family Adventures. What you got going on, buddy?
Monday, I'm doing another reaction video.
Nice.
I don't know what I'm doing it on, so if there's any comments in the chat of what they would like me to react to, something I have not seen, if it's at Walt Disney World, I've probably seen it. But if you can come up with one by the time I'm finished telling what's going on, I will try to do it. But then we got Melody Mixes Monday.
Yeah, so we're going back to the Disney songs, right?
Disney.
Yeah, yes. we're gonna have a special guest. Who it is?
Yes, and we're doing nothing but Annette Funicello songs.
I'm trying to get. I don't know if Marcus's fiance works or not, but the song that you guys didn't do so well at from Frozen.
I'm sorry. We always do well. You gotta fix your ear. Sorry, buddy. Even you two love us.
Hold on. Neither of you sound like Anna.
Blooming cheese. I've seen dinosaur.
Anyway, he doesn't know what he's talking about. Don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
All right. So I did Tuesday. I have fan art with Chris and Darren, and we're doing the Post, which is actually called the Second Dark Age, the Post Renaissance, which is called the Second Dark Age of Disney, and that's like the Emperor's New Groove. The one with Miley Cyrus in it. I can't Bolt.
Bolt.
The one with the cows with Roseanne Barr's voice. As you can see.
What?
I don't know. I don't even think I've ever seen that one movie. But that's what we're doing. So, but if you want to do anything Disney related and send it in, you send it in to addyfamilyadventure@gmail.com.
Yes.
I don't care if you just want to draw.
Yes.
Stick figures and say it's Mickey Mouse, send it in. Darren and I'll look at it. We will not laugh and we will not judge, but we will look at it. So what you do is you send in a stick figure, and then the next week you send in a masterpiece, and we're like, oh my gosh, they have improved so much. But so Wednesday we have Hanging with the Family, and we are playing Pictopia Disney Edition. Yes.
With special guest Gonzo.
The ultimate picture trivia family game.
What day is this?
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Special guest with Gonzo.
Are we be off work by 7?
I will be.
Oh my gosh.
At 7, I will be there.
And then Thursday, I'll be putting out hopefully whatever video I was able to get at Kings Island. So, because it was cut short by rain. So.
Good night, Lynn. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Good night, Lynn.
Have a good night, Lynn. They don't. So you said they don't let you film. Do they not let you wear GoPros either?
Yeah, I asked. They are willing to give. If you ask, they are willing to give you like a B-roll.
Nice.
But they'll only give you like 2 rides. And I don't think it's the rides of your choice. I think right now Orion is the main one they give you. But I would love to have the Beast because it's so hard to see it because it's so far back in the woods. And since they tore Vortex down and removed a lot of that, you can actually see the Beast's beginning now. You used to only be able to see the hill. Now you can actually see the loading area from that side. But yeah, so that's then so I got that. So we got that, and we got Disney Friends, correct? Or is anything going on Thursday? Okay. And then I usually wait till Saturday for Gonzo to tell me if I'm going to be on YouTubers United. So I don't know if I will be on YouTubers United.
Well, we said we're going to talk about food on next Saturday.
Okay. All right. So, and then Sunday, I've got a new live show. I don't know where I'm putting it yet, but it's going to be called, what was it? The Week in Disney. I think it's The Week in Disney. So what it is I stopped doing the evening show. So I'm just going to collect all the news I can and just report it all on Disney on Sunday. Don't look at what here.
I was gonna say, why don't you just throw up the graphic?
Yeah, why don't you do that?
There. The week in Disney.
This week in Disney.
This week in Disney. There we go. Yeah. I had the TH right. So this week. But and that's it. What do you got, Gonzo?
So for me, tomorrow is Breakfast with Pals when we're going to be with the Rogue. Al is still moving. I actually went with Ken today to help him out move. We were there for a couple of hours, move a lot of stuff. So he's getting in the house. So probably he won't be there tomorrow. I'm going to send him the invite. Maybe he can get in for a second with his cell phone. Then on Monday, we'll have Melody Mixes, Dizney, project's going to be with us. Tuesday, Taco Tuesday, where we gonna talk about pins. I think we're gonna take it back to the pins era again. We'll talk about pins and stuff like that.
And tacos.
And tacos. Yeah, we're gonna chill for the game for this week. So we ain't gonna play no games this week. And then Wednesday, I'm off. Oh, I'm gonna be with Chris. On his channel.
Okay. Gonzo's gonna be on my channel with Heaven and Margie. So
yes, I want to play games. So I'm gonna be there at 7:00. And then on Thursday, Disney Nutz. We're back again, and breakfast. No.
Right.
Disney Friends. And then so many things, bro, going on. Amazing. But thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it so much. And make sure you go ahead and subscribe to Chris at Family Adventures, the Adventures of PP. And
I had to go over time on my time because Al's not here to do it.
Oh,
so and Caitlin, I have seen the backlot stage tour.
There you go. Make sure you hit the thumbs up and like and subscribe. The stream. Happy Saturday. Hopefully, we don't get a lot of rain tomorrow.
Happy Sunday already.
If it gets nasty, oh, by the way, happy August.
Good morning.
August 2nd. I was gonna say happy August 1st, but it's happy August 2nd already. And if it gets real nasty tomorrow, I will go ahead and do a live so you guys can see how well the wind and the rain. But I don't think it's gonna happen. But you never know. See you guys tomorrow at Breakfast with Pals. And again,
good night.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night, chat.
Thanks so much for being here.
Yes, Mar, they were Disney films.
Until next time. Until next time. Craig, until next time.
Oh, see you real soon.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
As always.
Good night.